Hello there. I'm your host Leelaa Rao, welcoming you to a fortnightly program Invest Wisely, your ultimate gateway to safe and intelligent investing. Coming up in this session, must know and must do facts about retirement planning. Since your future is entirely your responsibility, it is crucial for you to be well informed on retirement planning. I talk about this at length with all my clients, but I have summarized some of the most salient principles for this show. These are some of the must-know facts on retirement planning to see how you can stay ahead and be prepared when the time comes for you to put up your legs and relax without any worries. Following that, are you on track to reach your goal for a comfortable retirement? With the growing uncertainty about Social Security benefits during your retirement, it is highly recommended you reinforce yourself from all sides to continue or better your lifestyle during retirement. Let's see how you can do this. Finally, in question time, we will discuss some interesting emails by investors. Must know and must do facts about retirement planning. I'm sure most of you are saving for your retirement in one form or the other, such as participating in a 401k plan set up by your employer, or saving through individual retirement plans or IRAs, or if you are self-employed or a small business owner, through profit-sharing plans or PSPs. Well, these are excellent vehicles to save on a tax-deferred basis. Savings made through such qualified retirement plans are meant to help you sail through your retirement years in peace and plentitude. Well, this is easier said than done because your retirement fund or nest egg faces many hurdles and tough times during effective employment years. Then there is always a fear that you may outlive your savings. This would not so easily happen if you plan and save more than what you need. Well, we will talk about this in the second half of the show, and for now, we will see how you can protect your hard-earned nest egg by following some basic regimen. The first of this is review your statements regularly. Now let us be honest. How many of you do really review your investment statements regularly? I know of many who actually tuck those statements in their filing cabinets for safekeeping to use during tax time. Now, there are others who either throw them away or think they are being extra cautious on identity theft and shred them religiously. Well, if you have been doing one of these, please do yourself a great favor and read all statements as soon as you receive them. In fact, you must study them in detail for any errors or omissions. For example, investors should look to see whether the check they recently sent in was deposited into the account and double check if the funds and the investments selected are the ones that were purchased by their financial advisor. Many financial advisors and even specialized asset management firms offer online access to your account. When you have such access, you must make it a point to review your statements online on a periodic basis. You don't have to raise your blood pressure by logging onto your account on a day-to-day basis, but make it a point to most importantly check if you make a wire transfer or mail a check for depositing into your account. Also, make sure if your investment advisor is following the investment plan you chose and agreed upon with him or her. Reviewing your account on a periodic basis allows to make sure that you are not charged more than what you should actually be charged. This takes us on to our next point. Watch for unnecessary fees. I'm sure you watched our show where I spoke to you on hidden fees and costs. Well, I wish to take this opportunity to reinforce what I have discussed before. Watch out for hidden fees and costs in your investment statements. When a financial advisor or planner or broker who is tied to a larger investment house manages your account, he or she will normally be compensated by the investment fund or bank at your cost. You not only pay the legitimate investment or portfolio management fees, but also are passed on the sales charge and expenses. These come in different forms and names, and some of these are recurring every time you make a contribution into your account. These charges delay your retirement by several years and deplete your precious nest egg, ruining your retirement plans. So carefully look, or rather sieve through your brokerage statements for these charges and costs, and try and put an end to these as soon as you can by moving on to a fee-only advisor or portfolio manager. The next point I would like to draw your attention is, make sure your retirement portfolio is performing in line with your investment objectives and risk profile. How often have you compared your retirement portfolio with the major market indices? Most of the prospective clients who walk into my office I have spoken to say, my portfolio went down by $50,000 compared to last year, or say, my retirement went up by $70,000 more than last year. They do not take time to compare the retirement with major market indices such as the S&P 500 or Russell, and if investing globally, with major global indices as well. If you get into the habit of doing this, you will be a better informed investor and also will be able to question your advisor more intelligently. This will also stop you from making any hasty financial decisions which will lead you to repent later in an expensive way. Moving on to the next point, think several times before you borrow from your retirement portfolio. Be it your 401k, IRA, or any other form of retirement portfolio, weigh your other options before you borrow from it. Now let us get the legal aspects straight here. Some retirement plans offer loans allowing you to borrow money from your 401k account, but you have to pay yourself back with interest. If you fail to pay back the loan, it is treated as a withdrawal, and the outstanding loan balance will be subject to current income taxes as well as 10% early withdrawal penalty. If your plan doesn't provide loans, you may be able to qualify for a severe financial hardship withdrawal if no other resources are available to you. The IRS classifies the following as hardship withdrawal. These are down payment for a primary residence, college tuition for you or your dependents, unreimbursed medical expenses, prevent eviction or foreclosure from your home. Well, some of the above are unavoidable, and if you have borrowed under such circumstances, make it a point to have a definite and realistic payback plan for the borrowed funds. Alternately, if you have borrowed for any other reason, make sure that you do a cost-benefit analysis and borrow only if the benefit outweighs the cost. For example, if you borrowed for starting a new business, have a well-analyzed business plan in place, putting your project stream of revenue to various stress tests and ascertain that your new venture would overtake the benefits from investing in your retirement plan. Finally, I want to draw your attention to an extreme scenario. There are a few people who put off saving for their retirement or count on other means like reverse mortgage or living off Social Security. There are some who spend all their earnings and beyond their means putting their children through professional schools. Well, they do this in the good intention that their children do not have to start their lives paying off tuition loans. But let me tell you this, you and only you can help yourself in times of distress. There are several avenues that can be explored to pay for educational expenses, but only you and only you can save for your retirement. So don't put this off or stop saving for any reason. Your retirement is your sole responsibility. When we come back after a short break, I will show you how it may not always be sufficient for your retirement years if you save only as much as the IRS allows you in your tax-deferred portfolio. Stay tuned. Invest Wisely will be right back after the break.